Every day, teens struggle with sleep deprivation and rarely get the proper amount of 8.5 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Due to the biological adolescence and change in high school students, the majority of these teens cannot logically go to sleep at an early time necessary to receive a sufficient amount of rest. Nonetheless, waking up at 6:30 a.m. leaves these students sleep deprived and can lead to many more serious problems if it continues for years on end. With that said, learning is a very sleep-dependent process, in which focus, creativity, and understanding can be greatly affected. In today's society, students are being pressured with higher academia, more extracurriculars, and higher expectations, in which these all take away from one huge necessity: sleep. So why can't a teen just call it a night at 9:30 and go to sleep in order to receive this necessary rest? Well, this is a very hard task to achieve because human beings in their teen years are biologically hardwired to go to sleep late and wake up late. So what is in control of teenagers' sleep schedule? A teenager's internal clock, also known as a circadian rhythm, is what maintains the body's homeostasis and runs the body's physiological processes at around the same time every day. With that said, waking up super early to head to school for an 8 a.m. class disrupts this natural pattern, and over time can have long-term effects such as diseases, disorders, obesity, and most obvious, sleep deprivation. Also, academic performance is negatively impacted due to the nature of decrease in productivity of teenagers when they are underslept and the cramming of information that more than likely will not remain clear hours after. The unfortunate reality in this situation is that early school start times are considered the norm, whereas allowing extra time to sleep in, even at least a half an hour, leaves school districts and parents reluctant to face change that would ultimately benefit these teens. School districts and parents have expressed reluctance in starting school later on in the morning because of the change that would be required upon bus times, sports schedules, jobs, extracurriculars, and childcare. 40% of schools start their day at 7 a.m., while 15% of schools start at 8:30 a.m. Imagine if these percentages were switched, and how much it would help many sleep-deprived teenagers. If school were to begin at 8:30 every morning, students could potentially be getting 5 more hours of sleep per week. People wouldn't be late to school, therefore decreasing the amount of tardies. The attendance rates would rise. The amount of car accidents would decrease because students would not be driving in such a rushed or tired state. The depression rates would go down, and all over, grades and academic performance would improve. Studies show that humans in their teenage years were more engaged in the classroom setting, less likely to take poorly thought out risks, were in a better mood, and had a much healthier immune system when they were well rested. This video has been created for you as a public service announcement to spread awareness of teenage sleep deprivation and how it can be put to a stop. Every single teenager has the power to receive more sleep, work harder in school, and graduate. But there is a major bump in the road that consistently cuts these numbers down, and that is having such an early school start time. If school were just pushed back 30 minutes, its pros would quite clearly outweigh the cons. I encourage each and every one of you to support this cause, and also, please get a good night's sleep.